To create an email account, you'll begin by opening an internet browser, such as Google Chrome, Firefox, or Edge, and navigate to google.com. Click on Gmail on the top right of your screen, and then click on Create an Account, also on the top right. Fill in your information and create a strong password. And click on Next. Fill in your phone number to help verify yourself. And click on Next. Fill in the verification code that was texted to you, or you can select Call instead if you prefer to receive a phone call. Optionally, you can fill in an alternative email address as a backup. Fill in your information and when you're done, click on Next. After you review the screen, down toward the bottom, click on Yes, I'm in. Review the terms and conditions, then scroll down and click on I agree. By clicking on the icon in the top corner, you can view other Google services available to you with this account, such as Google Drive, Calendar, Meet, and many more. Once signed in, your email will be visible in the middle of the screen. New emails will be checked and automatically refreshed for you periodically, or you can click on the refresh button to manually search for new email. New emails will appear in bold text, whereas emails already read will no longer be in bold text. To reply to an email, select the email and click on Reply. Once your message is written, click on Send in the lower left-hand corner. To sign out, in the upper right-hand corner, click on the furthest circular icon and click the Sign Out button below. Navigate to google.com and click on Gmail on the top right. You can select the saved email address or select Use Another Account to type it in again. Fill in your password, click on Next, and click on Confirm to verify that your account recovery options are correct. If the password you're trying to enter is incorrect, click on Forgot Password. If you can, try to type in the password that you thought it was previously. Then click on either text or call for a verification code to be sent to you so that you can reset your password. Fill in the verification code, and when you're done, click on Next. Fill in the new secure password 2 times and click on Save Password. Next, you can review your security checkup, which will show you recent account activity, such as password reset information, device login type, etc. Once back in your account, you will see a couple of emails from Google notifying you that your password has been changed. To enroll a new student in the Ottumwa Community School District, you'll start with the Enrollment Portal. You can access this by going to ottumwaschools.com and clicking on the Parents tab. From there, select Registration Boundaries and scroll down to the New Students section of the page. You can access the Click Here link to open the Enrollment Portal. Filling out the required information is a short process. Click the blue Apply to School button when done, and an email will be sent to the email address that you provide, confirming your submission. Once your enrollment is approved by the school and your student is added to PowerSchool, you will receive a second email with instructions to create a PowerSchool account, as well as other important details to complete the process of enrolling your student. For a walkthrough of the process, go to How to Create a Parent PowerSchool Account video. Once your parent account is created, you'll have access to the PowerSchool forms necessary to finish enrolling your student. You can access them by clicking on the Forms icon in the left navigation bar of your account. For assistance in using forms, please go to the How to Use Forms video. For more help, submit a request for assistance to pse-registration@ottumwaschools.com or contact the secretary at your child's school building to set up an appointment. To create your PowerSchool parent account, you'll start by going to the PowerSchool public portal. The easiest way to do that is to go to the school's website, ottumwaschools.com, scroll about halfway down the page until you find the PowerSchool icon and just click on that to open the public portal. Click on the Create Account tab and the blue Create Account button, and then you'll just put in some simple information about yourself to create your account. Oops. You'll choose the username that you want for your account as well as your password. Once you get all of that information in, you'll scroll a little farther down the page, and this is where you can link students to the account that you're creating. So type in the name of your first student, and then you'll put in the access ID and password that should have been provided to you by your child's school. If you don't have an access ID and password for your child, just contact the secretary at your child's school building. The relationship will be your relationship to the child, and go ahead and finish by putting in any other students that you'd like to have linked to your account. Once you've got all those pieces in place, you'll click the blue Enter button at the bottom right of the screen. Once your account is created, the username and password that you established can also be used to log into the PowerSchool mobile app. If you have any questions or encounter any difficulty, please feel free to contact the secretary at your child's school. Ottumwa Community Schools uses the form feature in your PowerSchool Parent Portal to allow you to add or update your students' important information. To access these forms, you simply click on the Forms icon in the left navigation bar of your account. You can use this link to access any forms that the district has shared with you. To begin, log into your PowerSchool parent account. You can do this using a desktop, laptop, tablet, or phone. If you're using a phone or tablet, you'll want to log in using your web browser because forms are not available in the mobile app. Forms are tied to each child's record and can be accessed from the Forms link in the left navigation column. If you're using your phone, you may need to click on the Applications link on the top right of your screen. This will open up your app options, and you can simply click on the Forms link to get started. From here, you can see all the forms that the school has made available to you. As you complete forms, the status bar for that category will change from red to green, and the leaves on the left will indicate whether or not a form is empty, which means that it has not been updated and submitted, or submitted, like this form has been. When you first log into Forms, you're going to be prompted to set your parent preferences. Some forms will show as pending after you submit them until they are approved by school personnel. To receive notifications on these forms, click Yes and include an appropriate email address. You can also select your language preference here. Click Save when done. To open a specific form, just click on the name of the form in the Forms list. Above the form is the form ribbon, and this allows you to move between forms. Or to use the arrows to access additional forms. The rest of the page is the form itself. You'll notice that any field with a red asterisk is a required field and must be completed before you can submit your form. The Submit button is on the bottom right of the screen. Some forms may be available to submit for all students in your family one time, like this Student Contacts form. If the feature is available on a form, you'll see all students associated with your account listed on the bottom left of your screen. Just check the students that you'd like to copy the information to and simply click Submit. Some forms will not have this feature, and that means that those forms are designed to be submitted separately for each student. Next to the Submit button is an arrow that will allow you to submit your form and jump to another form. You also have the option to move between forms simply by clicking on the tab in the Forms ribbon. Some forms will have a save feature. This means that if you don't want to send the form to the school district yet, but you don't want to re-enter information already filled out, you can use the save feature. For forms that have the save feature available, you'll find the green Save for Later button at the bottom left of the screen. Saved forms are saved locally on your computer. You can access the saved entry from the same user on the same browser. You will not be able to access the saved data from another device. A form with a saved entry will appear empty in the form listing. If you have questions about using forms, you can submit a request for assistance to pseregistration@ottumwaschools.com or simply contact the secretary at your child's school building. Thank you for using PowerSchool Forms. Documents may be submitted to your child's school using the Document Attachment feature. This is available on different forms throughout online registration. To add a document, press the Add Document button. When the dialog box opens, use the Browse button to find the desired file on your device, and then click Upload. Any documents you upload may be viewed by you and the school officials they are shared with. The documents are accessible from the form to which they were attached. Just click on the name of the document to view. You may delete a document by clicking the trash icon to the right of the file and then pressing OK. Making sure the contacts associated with your child are up to date is very important. The information that you provide will determine who and how teachers, administration, and school leaders will contact you in matters regarding your child. Reviewing and updating your contacts for each student associated with your account is more important than ever before. Over the last few months, PowerSchool instituted a change in the contact structure, which may have resulted in changes to the way mother, father, and emergency contacts are listed for your child. Let's go through the process of adding contacts and updating contact information to ensure that your child is protected by sharing the most current and accurate information with the school district. So let's log into the student contacts form. And you can see here are the contacts as listed currently for your child. The first two contacts listed will be considered priority 1 and 2. These will be the primary people to receive contacts from your child's school. Access to or information about online learning applications that your child may be using, and important messages from the district, such as delay and cancellation notices due to weather. You can delete any contact simply by clicking the X to the far right. You can also click the pencil icon to edit any contact. From here, you can change or add the relationship of the contact to your student. You can add or edit addresses, phone numbers, and email addresses. On the bottom left, you'll want to be sure that you set any permissions associated with that contact to your student. If the child lives with you, make sure that you check this box. If the contact is an emergency contact for your child, make sure you check this box. You can also indicate who has custody, who's allowed to pick your child up from school, and who wants to receive any kind of mailings from the school. If you have more than one student in your PowerSchool account, you can copy these changes by simply clicking the checkbox next to the student's name, and then just click Save. If you need help adjusting the priority of your contacts, please contact the secretary at your child's school, and she'll be happy to help you.